From the heart of Houston, it's fun, it's engaging, it's Chattin' with Chelsea. She's daytime's new bestie. Here's your host, Chelsea Edwards. Come back to me. I've got the feeling.
I can't help myself. All right, besties. Thank you for joining me for another Chatting with Chelsea. I'm doing this raw because we're talking about romance today. And if your idea of romance is just a little boom, chicka, wow, wow, all the sound effects y'all are getting from me today. If that's it, you definitely need to watch this show. We're going to tell you how to add some romance into your life. Dr. Viviana Coles is here. She says this is for you too, ladies, because guys need to be romanced from time to time as well. So we got some tips for you on that. And also we're going to tell you how to set the mood in some easy ways around your house to make sure that you have a very special night. All right, we're going to make that happen. Now, not everybody is romantic. I understand that. But if you need to know how to do it, if you have a romantic partner, Tony has some ideas for you.
One thing I refuse to compromise on in relationships is romance. It is a must for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I love thoughtfulness in general, right? But I also love a thoughtfulness that sits outside of everyday routine. Thrill me, surprise me, make me feel extra special. I want it all. I want to be that married couple in that 30, 40, 50-year relationship who still surprise each other, who still gift each other, who still excite each other, who still do those little sentimental things that make the person feel extra love. I want to be that wife with a husband who goes above and beyond. I want to be the wife who goes above and beyond. I want to create magic in the mundane, and romance will do it every single time for me. Healthy relationships with that romance might exist, and that's good for them, but it's a hard no for me. And one thing people need to realize is romance does not have to be expensive. People think it needs to be extravagant in order to count. No, it needs to be sentimental, or it needs to be unique. It needs to be anything that makes your partner feel special. Anything that doesn't fall into the mundane, right? Romance is so much more about effort and thinking outside of the box than it is about money. And when you reduce it to money and money alone, it tells me you're not that naturally romantic. I don't think I'm hopeless. I think I'm hopeful. I prefer that term.
Me too, Tony. I am hopeful as well. So let's say you're very hopeful, but your partner is not getting any of the hints that you're dropping to be romantic. You could try what Michaela does right here.
What the fuck? What are you doing?
Hi! Thank you so much!
You're welcome.
You thought about me while you were grocery shopping?
I knew you liked the red and the pink roses, so I had to grab them.
You're the best. Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you too.
You're the best. They smell so good.
Yep.
All right. We've got Lord Ashley Experiences here. You are a designer. You do events, all the things. What does romance mean to you?
A well-done home.
Okay. That'll get you in the mood.
It does. But seriously, a movie night at the house.
Oh, very cute.
On a comfy sofa, just a nice comfy blanket.
All right, we talking popping some popcorn?
Pop popcorn.
Okay.
I would like dinner though. Like feed me.
Okay, she's like, don't just give me popcorn. I'm gonna need more than gotcha. All right, and you're single too, so you are. Are you looking for romance?
The right one.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Keep it demure. I see. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So people have you come in their homes and add some romance. How long have you been an interior designer?
8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you see when people are requesting more romance in their homes, and how do you make that happen?
So I'm seeing dark and moody paint colors.
Okay.
Because that helps sets the tone. You shouldn't be working in your room anyway. So that
keep
is where
the office work out of the
over there,
bedroom.
the bedroom, dark and moody paint colors.
Okay.
The proper bedding sets the mood as well.
Importance, yes.
You need to change it up for the different seasons.
Oh, so we
Yes.
need bed sets?
You
Okay.
need the proper bed set.
Yes.
And then the furniture. Because if you
right.
just upgraded from an apartment or vice versa, you need the proper scale of furniture. You need to be able to move around your home with adequate space. So the proper furniture also can set the mood.
Okay, we say move around the home and romance. I don't know what you mean there, actually.
You'll be able to move around if you need to, you know?
Okay, got it. All right. So what kinds of pieces do you usually look? I mean, we're talking everything from...
Yeah, so I like the bed, the nightstands. I don't too much care for dresses anymore. I feel like you should upgrade your closets.
Okay.
Get that out, because in that way you can add a lounge, a chase lounge in there.
Nice.
Or you can add accent chairs. So if you get rid of that piece of just holding all the clothes, you can have more lounge space in your bedroom. So that way you don't necessarily have to be in the bed. You can be on your other piece of furniture.
Wherever you want to be.
Wherever you want to be.
Got it. All right. Are there colors that people gravitate to, too? Because you were talking about dark and moody.
So it depends. Like for me, my color I gravitate to is yellow.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say that's dark and moody, however, but I recently lined washed my bedroom wall, and it has darker hues in it. So it can set the tone. And then like the curtains that I put in are maroon.
Oh.
So there's ways you can play with the moody. Like if it's not on the walls, then it could be the drapery on it. So you gotta coordinate.
I like that. So even if you like the brighter colors, there's a way to work that romance in.
The dark colors in.
Okay, all right. You've got some tips for us on how to set the mood. Just, you know, we just want to spruce up our place for the night. Okay, y'all don't want to miss this. Get you right after this break. Welcome back. We are here with Lauren of Lauren Ashley Experiences, and we've got some easy ways for you to set the mood. Make sure you have a very romantic night at the house. Okay, so your first tip, you want to start with the lighting.
Yes, because lighting can make or break a space.
Okay, and this does not require us to get a whole new chandelier unit or anything like that.
I would say just contact Echo Workshop of Houston for their specialty light bulb.
Okay.
And it can help set the mood in your home.
Okay, so especially light bulb, that's all we got to do is switch out some light bulbs. Okay, we got the lamp. Let's maybe set the mood in here a little bit, dim these lights, see how this works. Okay, let's see what you got.
And then with just one click, I know, right?
That was easy. Okay.
Just switch up the vibe.
It really did. I am in the mood already. Okay, so tell me why blue light. What does that do for us?
To me, blue is calming. It's time to relax. Like it's done with the bright lights. Like that in itself sets the mood for me.
Okay, I see that. It is very calming. Now, my first thought would have been like red light, because you know that TLC song, like Red Light Special, having red lights all over the place.
But see, to me, red is so harsh.
Yeah.
It could give you, it could like enact anger into me, not necessarily like relaxing, love on me, comforting, like those type of vibes to me.
That is a good point. Okay, all right. We don't want like blaring red in our faces. Got it. Okay, that is nice. That is really nice. So how many, are we doing all the bulbs in the place, or?
I say do all the bulbs, because in that way, if your house is automated, you can just hit the button and then all of them will change to the proper color.
Oh, yes. Or if you have like the app on your phone with certain light bulbs.
Or you can also put it on a timer.
Oh, nice.
Because in that way you'll know, like at 6 o'clock, this is going to hit. It's time for me to stop work.
Yes. Okay, I love that. All right, just push the button and then, you know, the lights, that'll be a nice, really nice surprise.
Right.
And maybe you can push that button and get some music playing as well.
Come on, light, music, and then food.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about the music first, because some people might just put it on whatever app and then you got commercials playing in the background, but you need to create a playlist.
You need your own playlist for your mood. Like, and Usher is at the top of my list.
Oh, okay.
Anything from Usher's, from My Way, Confessions to his new, all of it. Make sure your Usher is on, and you should know.
Okay, so that's how you get Lauren here, just so y'all know out there. He says she's single, so make sure you're playing that Usher. Okay. So even if it's a little upbeat, like sometimes
it is, because Usher, he just has that voice. To me, it's just very Usher, I don't know.
Okay, so that's, you got to know your partner, right? To know what they like, know what, you know, when they're in the car and the song comes on, what gets them doing the body rolls. Okay. All right. So we got the lighting and we've got the music. Make sure the music's good. And then you mentioned the food as well.
Yes. So for me, outside of food, like we all want great food, right? But it's the proper place setting for me that gets it.
Okay.
So if this type of china comes out, I know. Like, oh, you mean business.
This
Okay.
is very nice. All right, so we're talking,
Dinner plate, salad plate, soup,
okay,
like a full course, 3-4 course meal.
bowl and everything.
Bowl and everything. Like, I know, like, you mean business. And then we also have the proper napkin and ring holder.
Yes, I was
And
going to
to
say you got
me,
some hardware here.
The
That is
details,
gorgeous,
like
gorgeous.
you need the details, like that in
Okay.
itself, and then the proper glassware. So with all of that, I know, like, oh, okay.
Yes, this makes me feel like a lady, this glass right here. In the mood, indeed.
Yeah,
Okay.
and, it coordinates with what you got going on.
All right, so people need to look for, is this a martini glass, a margarita? I don't know, I feel like a margarita could go in there too. Just guide us.
I can see both. You know, at home, do what you feel. You don't
Okay.
need to put it, you know, you don't have to always be proper in your own house. So do what you feel with the glass.
Okay, whatever you think would be more, you know, romantic, set the mood. And you should know your partner the best, right? Right? And they probably know when these glasses
What
come
needs
out.
to go in there?
Okay, got it. Right, so we got the table set up, we got the lighting, the music playing. What about candles? Do you do a lot of candles?
Yes, so my favorite scent is vanilla.
Okay.
If it's a great vanilla candle, oh my goodness, it makes me happy.
What is it about vanilla that evokes romance?
It's sweet,
Okay.
and just how it just, oh, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied.
Look at you. Look at you. She is a reptile, y'all.
I love vanilla, and for the holiday, cinnamon.
Okay.
I love it's like Christmas all year round.
Okay, so you can mix those scents as
Mix
well?
them together.
Okay, nice. I like the mood that you were setting there. Okay, so some vanilla, some cinnamon. Do you get people who like scents like sandalwood and things like that?
Yes,
Set the
or
mood?
you know, some people like the fresh scent, like
Okay.
fresh laundry. That could be a
interesting.
thing, but I mean, who doesn't like clean clothes and clean laundry?
Okay,
so.
that's what it is. They're like, oh, it
Like-
smells like you did the laundry, and I am. That gets me in the mood.
Who's like, what a task off my list?
Yes, that'll do it.
Okay, action.
Yes, that'll do it. So you also recommend using incense as
Yes.
well.
Incense, so I like to burn them both.
Okay.
So you can have a candle somewhere else in the house and an incense burning another one, and then they meet in the middle.
Oh, very nice. Okay, I like that idea. But one of the issues I have with incense, it seems like it'll burn so quickly. What do you do about that, or any
Light another
recommendations? Oh, keep them going.
Keep it going, just light another one.
Yeah, you got to have the jar on the side. Make sure you. Okay. All right. So I feel like we are in the mood here. We've really definitely said it. And these are easy things though that people they
Very
don't have to redo their whole space.
You don't.
Okay.
Minor touch-ups that you can do yourself.
Yes. Are these things you also incorporate in your events as
Yes,
well?
for my events, absolutely. For all my weddings or proper graduation parties, I like to do a full play setting. That way the people can understand, like, this is the day. Like, they worked hard for this day. Let's celebrate this day and let's enjoy it properly.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to make sure all our viewers and besties enjoy their romantic day properly. We got some tips from Dr. V, who's coming up, who says that, yeah, that romance, it starts earlier in the day. We want to hear what she has to say after this break.
Come back to me. I've got the feeling.
All right, we've been talking about keeping that romance going and setting the mood for a romantic night. We've got Dr. Viviana Coles, our relationship and intimacy expert. So I knew you were the perfect person to talk about this subject. All right, so how can couples, I guess, set the mood aside from like the dinner and the atmosphere?
Yeah, you got to make it make sense. So many of the women that I speak to at Houston Relationship Therapy say it just sometimes feels like sex or even intimacy is coming out of the blue. So for all of you out there who are wondering how to set that mood, it also needs to happen in your relationship, not just in the setting around you.
Okay. Do guys ever complain about that? Like, oh, it happened out of nowhere.
Or she expects it just to happen out of nowhere. She expects to want spontaneous sex all the time. If we're going to, she expects it to be like where I'm just ready. And for a lot of men, they struggle to make that transition from like work to home, or from being like dad to being sexy husband. Women, of course, we're notorious for that, right?
Yeah.
And nobody likes to go from cold to hot unless you're like on vacation somewhere.
Right, because you are in the mood the whole time, you know, and not telling all my business, but okay, so that is a great point actually, because a lot of us think of men as just being ready to go all the time, but you gotta maybe prep. So how would you like prep to set the mood with your partner?
I'm a big fan of scheduling, or of even just putting the hint out there. Hey, tonight after the kids go to bed, why don't we have some you and me time? So already you're planting that seed, and then maybe there will be some planting of another seed. No,
Hey! Now you're gonna be family therapy. Keep talking.
Exactly. But no, I just think it's important to like start to get your largest sex organ involved from the very beginning, and that is your brain.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
All right.
and make sure that like if you know that something really big is going on, or maybe they're having a stressful day, that you alter your expectations. You want to make sure that you feel like it's something that will serve both of you to bond, to release, to have all those things. You know, I'm always talking about the 4 intimacy styles.
Yeah.
Check that out to learn more. But I just feel like it's important for people to understand it's not just about like having the time and not just having the place. It's also what's going on between us that this is going to make sense for us.
Okay, all right. So what if you have a partner who is not getting the hints?
Yeah.
Like you say you and me time, but it's like even if you say you and me time, they're still not getting it maybe? You gotta blur all
Hold
that.
a sign.
What's the recommendation? What do you do? Like, hello?
Well, that's when you say, hey, check your texts. I have an appointment on the calendar that I want you to accept.
Oh.
And you can just flat out put it there. Or, you know, some people just need to say, hey, do you think it would make sense for us to have some intimate moments tonight? Or do you think maybe you want a massage, a little extra something massage tonight? You can say what it is that you're wanting to do. Or like, hey, I bought some new massage oil. What if you and I turn down the lights, light some candles, put on our favorite playlist, all those things that we know can get a lot of people in the mood, and just flat out say, could that be a good way to end our day?
Yes, I like that. Okay, check your text. There are about 10 eggplant emojis waiting for you. Okay. So, what if it's been a long time?
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes I'm sure you see couples who have not been intimate in a while. How do you get that conversation started where it's not awkward?
Yeah, for a lot of couples, they are experiencing dead bedrooms. And I deal with that every single day because most couples will go through some sort of a dry spell that turns into just like the new normal. And they do need help getting out of it. It can be very awkward to talk about these things. I would say you are best served and your relationship is best served by acknowledging that it exists. Hey, it's been a long time since we've been intimate. Do you agree? You're not accusing, you're not asking for an answer, you're just saying, it seems like it's been a long time since we've been intimate. Do you feel that way too? And then if they're like, depending on what they say, you can say, you know what, I was looking back and I feel like even if it wasn't that long ago, it feels like that. What can we do to connect within the next 7 days? What's some time that we can go and maybe talk a little bit, or maybe even take a shower together? Of course, it's always great when you can offer some sort of an option. But even if it's just to put it out there, I can promise you, your partner will appreciate that you're acknowledging it, even if you don't have an answer or even if you're not asking them for anything.
Okay.
Your relationship will thank you.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Let's do it.
Okay. If one of the partners in the couple says that, starts off with that, but the other partner is maybe more combative, or, you know, the reason why we haven't had this is because you don't help with this, or do this, or you don't do this for me. Where would you take it from there?
Okay, so I'm going to respect your truth, but what can we do about that?
Okay.
Or what most of the time happens is they say, yeah, but when I do that, it still doesn't end up with us in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So then I would say in those moments, just say, maybe this isn't about sex. Maybe this is just about us getting onto the same team again. Because I don't know of anybody who doesn't want to be on the same team.
Right.
Life works better when you're on the same team.
Yes.
So just bring it back to, okay, then maybe the focus isn't on sex. Maybe we're not there yet. How can we get onto the same team? I want to be on the same team with you. And even grab their hand. Like, you know, I want to get on the same team with you. I want to hear more about this. I know it's not going to be easy. Can we set aside 30 minutes to talk about this?
Oh, I like that. The
I don't
hand
want to let
holding.
go.
I mean, he dropped my guard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they need some more help, then maybe
Right.
checking out some
Yeah,
therapy.
sometimes it's not like what you say, it's how you say it. Maybe
Yeah.
some people don't realize, like, oh, you're giving me these vibes that you're just not like into me or you're not into us.
Okay.
And usually it's just stress related. And how can we take the load off of each other? And how can we again look at this life as something that we're embarking on together and even like challenging together?
Yeah.
But yeah. Please come to Houston Relationship Therapy if you need any help with this. This is what we do day in, day out, 7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we end this, I have to ask, because you've been married a long time.
I have.
I know you got some sexy tips
Ooh.
for the ladies in the bedroom.
Do your due diligence on your own brain. You need to start planting those images. Go to createyourownfantasy.com and get your thing going. I created it so that people can, especially women, to empower themselves to have sexy thoughts that are based off of their own desires and wants and needs and imagination instead of relying on other visual stuff that is a huge turnoff for so many of us. Go to createyourownfantasy.com and that will get your engine revved.
All right. You guys keep those engines purring. We'll be back after this break with our final takeaway. Watching another Chatting with Chelsea. We hope you got some tips to put some romance in your life. Okay, it may take some planning and some scheduling, but that's okay. Just when you're setting the mood, don't forget your lighting. Blue is good. Also, those smells, use some candles, some incense, and the music. Get yourself a good playlist, and also, however you're laying out that food, you want it to be nice, okay? So don't forget those place settings as well. And romance, it all starts with the mind, as Dr. V told us today. You may want to send a nice little text to your partner or significant other to get the mood going earlier in the day, all right? We want to make sure you're on the same page and on the same team. We'll see you on the next Chatting with Chelsea. Keep up with us on social at Chelsea Show Fox. See you next time.